Hi everyone, it's Annie and I'm here doing some work today on the kits that I'm working on. I'm working on the Elouise kit and Abigail Smiling as well. So they're coming along really lovely. They've Abigail has just had all her creases done, and little Elouise over here, she is just having a warm wash put on. So I've done the legs and arms on Elouise, and I thought I'd chat with you while I do the head so you can see me do the head. But what I'm going to do, I'll just give you a little bit of a close-up with I'll bring her over to you rather than that. So this beautiful baby, she's looking really lovely actually. This is the Abigail sculpt by Laura Tuzia Ross, and she's looking really lovely. So next for her will be some blue undertones, blue and purple undertones will be the next step for her. But she should, all her painting should be finished by the end of this week, so I can start rooting her. And the same for Elouise, she'll be ready for rooting, so that means I can start on a couple of new kits, new orders that I've got pending at the moment. So yeah, they're all coming along lovely. She's got a lovely face actually. So the thing of it is, while I'm putting this wash on little Elouise here, I'm going to cover this one up just so she doesn't get splashed with anything. Because obviously when you put a wash on it, it's quite a watery wash. So I don't want to get splattered with anything. So as I said, I've done the legs and the arms. They're already done. They're just drying at the moment. So her little face, but she's a real little sweetie. Look at her. She's going to be lovely when she's finished. She had all her mottling done, so she's looking really lovely. So yeah, so I thought I'd just chat to you while I'm just doing this. So the weather here is very windy. It's been very windy since, when was it? The weekend it started, Sunday. Or Saturday, should I say. And I was working Saturday. Hope you can see this. Let me just turn you around a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. That's better, I think. Yeah, so I was working Saturday and Sunday. And it was actually the wind, because it's a big open plan office that I work in. And the wind, honestly, it felt like that it was going to take the roof off, to be honest. It was really, really windy. So as you can see, this is a really, that's why it's called a wash. It's very, very runny. But it's a nice, but this is my pink, well, it's a Fab blood red wash, so I call a blood red wash. So I want to get some in the mouth there. But what we're doing, we'll make sure it comes out again. Yeah. So it's a Fab, what I call my Fab warming wash. So you get it on all there, all over, and then you've got to take it off again. So just usually hold her face upside down. Yeah, so but coming home from work on Sunday was absolutely horrendous. It was quite frightening actually, so I didn't like that, coming home from work on driving home. I had to avoid 3 trees that were down on the road. Yeah. So it's still a bit windy here, but it's very sunny today, and we've had a little bit of rain earlier. We had some sleet yesterday. Me and Ken went away for a couple of days last week. We went to a place called Magazine Wood at near Hunstanton in Norfolk. It's like a boutique B&B. See this, it's boutique B&B, and it was really, really lovely, and we had the most incredible weather. It was sunny, it was warm. So when we arrived, we took a walk, because it's right on, this place is right on a place called Peddar's Way, which is a famous walk in Norfolk and Suffolk. I can't remember how long it is. It's quite a long walk, miles and miles. It's 60 or 70 miles, I can't remember now, but it goes quite a long way. But anyway, we did a little bit of a walk on Peddar's Way, which you came out of the magazine, basically our B&B, and you're right on the path anyway, so we didn't have to go anywhere. It was just literally walk out the door and you're on part of the Pedder's Way. So we just did a walk with Harry. He was a naughty boy. He found a rotten carcass of a hare, and me and Ken had to have a fight to get it off of him. I thought that was fun. He was going to eat that, so managed to get that off of him, and so that was really good. What else? Yeah, Harry came with us, and he enjoyed himself. He was so funny when we arrived. He just gets so excited when you go anywhere new. It's like, oh, I'm on holiday, where am I? Just like a little kid, really. So funny. And Ken, on the Sunday morning, when did we go? Wednesday. So on the Thursday morning, I was having a shower and getting ready to go out because we were going to go to Hunstanton Beach, Old Beach. And Ken took Harry round the grounds, and these people got chickens there. And Harry, I shouldn't laugh, it's not funny, but Harry managed to catch one of these chickens and was running around the garden with it in his mouth. And Ken was chasing him around the garden. The chicken wasn't harmed, he let it go, and it sort of ran off, but there's no evidence to say it was harmed, apart from a few lost feathers, but it went running off. There was no blood or anything like that, so we know it wasn't hurt. He's done it before, actually. My friend, she's got ducks, and he's caught one of her ducks before now, and he's run around the garden with it and then let it go. I think Labradors have got very, very soft mouths, actually, so they don't. And I said to him, he didn't actually want to kill it. I said if he wanted to kill it, he would have got hold of it and shook it, and he didn't actually do that. He was just playing with it, really, I suppose. Yeah, so that was a bit horrendous, bless him. So he got into trouble. He knew he'd done wrong, because he came in like that look on his face, and he went straight to his bed, and he wasn't allowed to get out of his bed for like a couple of hours. He had to stay in his bed. He knew he was in trouble, and then when he was allowed out, he sort of came up to us with his tail between his legs, much to say, oh, I'm really sorry, didn't mean it. It was quite funny. But yeah, so we had a lovely time there. It was really nice. The weather was absolutely fantastic, as I said. So you can see now that she's virtually like taking all the surplus off. But what I do, I always take a dry brush, and I always go through all the little creases and the cracks to make sure that no paint is going to pool as such. Then round the nose, in the nose. Now I haven't opened the nose on this baby, and I usually do. I'm just going to get a long brush actually, and just go in the mouth with it. I usually do open, some of the kits now, the noses are quite deep anyway, you don't actually need to open them, and luckily this one has got a quite deep nose. But the reason I didn't open it was because her mouth goes back such a long way inside her head. I don't know if you can't see it, but it goes back such a long way. If I tried to drill into her nose, I've ran the risk of damaging that mouth at the back, so I didn't want to take that risk. It's not worth the risk when the nose is, obviously they're going to be shaded anyway, and it's going to look deep, so I didn't bother doing that. I didn't want to do that. So yeah. So that's the reason I've not opened her nose on this baby. She's quite a tiny baby actually, but she's coming along really lovely, and so is Abigail. So I think my husband's just making me a cup of tea. So this week I've actually off for a few days, so my concentration is getting these kits done, because I've got other orders sort of waiting in the background, and I want to get these routed off to their mummies. Because they're both waiting for them now. So this baby wasn't going to be done till June, but mummy asked if I could do her quicker, so she's being done now. This mummy wants her baby sort of fairly ASAP really, so I said I'd get her done as soon as possible. Then I've got 2 other babies that need to get done by the end of March as well, so we're going to be busy. going to be busy, busy, busy. I had a little bit of change around in my workroom. This is a different desk that I've got now, and I'm going to get another desk to go at the end here with a shelf in it, so it makes it a whole lot bigger desk area, which would be good because I'm a bit short on space on my desk really. So I'm going to make sure. I'm just going to go to IKEA. They've got a good one in there, actually, really cheap, but a nice desk. So this is my fab wash that I've made up. So the stuff I've got left in here, I can put back in here. Just give it a minute stir. I can go back in there again for another day. I do that a lot with my washes. If I know the recipe for them, so I just make up an sorry guys, I make up a new batch when needed. So yeah, so that's about it really. I hope everyone's well, and sorry I've not done the video for a while. I've just been so busy. I've not been feeling too good either actually for the last few weeks. A bit under the weather, so yeah, I don't know what's sort of going on, but I'm back to I feel a lot better now. So I don't see. I'm okay. I'm fine. But I will I'll try and do a video at the end of the week. I'll show you how much I've got on with the babies, and I'll also do a changing video with Emily as well, because I've not done a changing video with her for such a long time. So I will do that. But in the meantime, lots of love to everybody, and I'll see you all soon. Take care for now. Bye.